All right. So first off, impeachment two was a bust, right? And you can move the goalposts on this as much as you like, but once again, Republicans pull the football out from the Democrats' feet and make them look like absolute fools. But, I'm sure, as every Democrat thinks, next time they're definitely going to do the right thing. You can trick them once, but you can't get them again for the 30th time. Anyways, one of the biggest controversies from the impeachment process was the lack of calling in witnesses to the trial. And, you'll never guess who had this big brain move. And they're incredible. And I'm talking absolutely incredible reasoning for doing it. Democratic Senator Chris Coons is the guy to focus on here, as he advised impeachment managers to skip calling witnesses because senators wanted to go home for Valentine's Day. Now, don't get me wrong. Valentine's Day is a really cool holiday. It's an awesome, awesome day. Spend with your loved ones and whatever. But the fact that the most powerful people in this country get to skip out on their duty and use Valentine's Day as the reason why is beyond absurd. Ask yourself this. Would your job let you call out because you wanted to spend Valentine's Day with your family? Now, imagine your job is responsible for getting COVID relief to the millions of Americans who need help. For a party who campaigned on getting Americans these $2,000 checks, Democrats sure do love doing not that. Joe Biden promised these checks would go out the door immediately, and yet we're a month in, and guess what? Congress is on vacation. Does anyone see an inconsistency here? I don't even want to get started on my thoughts regarding how the promise for these $2,000 checks has suddenly morphed into $1,400. Because apparently the last guy gave you 600 and this is the other 1,400, even though you didn't say that. That was not what you campaigned on. It was 2,000. And then on top of that, listen, Democrats are even discussing making the income threshold for this relief even higher than the threshold that Trump and the Republicans had for the 1,200 and the 600 they gave us last year. How do you reconcile that politically? How do you look at your voters after you promise them help and tell them you're actually going to be giving help to less people than the last guy did? That doesn't make any sense. It's an unforced political error. You can't do this and expect people to still be happy with you. People voted for material help, not platitudes about healing the country in unity. It's absolutely insane to campaign on telling people how bad the last guy was and then do even less to help than he did. Now, let me be very clear here. I don't take any joy from how the Democrats are fumbling this opportunity to help people. I'm not pro-Trump and I'm definitely not a conservative. And I think a lot of people saw this coming just from how the Biden campaign was run and the messaging it had of nothing will fundamentally change. But it's still incredibly disappointing. I hope that everyday Americans are seeing these decisions that the Democratic Party is making and will remember it when it comes time to vote in the midterms. I hope that true progressive candidates will be elected who are not beholden to the establishment, and we can get rid of the corporate Democrats who care more for their donors than the constituents that they represent. And there's always going to be talking heads on the internet and on cable news who insist that Democrats are doing the best they can with what they're working with. But the fact of the matter is that that's just not true. Things could be better than they are now, and the ruling class in this country makes a decision every day to keep things as they are or to make things worse. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like and a sub. This is my first video on this account, and I'm looking forward to more videos later, as I feel like I have a lot to say and discuss. Thank you so much for watching and subscribing, and I'll see you next time.